Hey, what's up world? Steven Steers here, and let's talk about building deep rapport with your audience. Hey everyone, a few days ago I gave a presentation on storytelling. I told a story I tell all the time, or a few stories I tell all the time, but I used a small trick. The trick is the word imagine. I love this word for many reasons, but what it particularly helps with is each person can imagine for themselves. You can describe a scenario, a set, or a setting, but when you ask a person to imagine, they become the narrator. They become the protagonist. There's a quote I love, and you'll hear me mention it often, is change only the name and the story is about you. That is said by Horace. And when you can have someone imagine themselves in a situation, they become the person who's taking the action, receiving the scene, and going forward in a story. Here are some ways that I've been able to do that. So first I say, hey, imagine X, Y, and Z. The second thing I do is I say, hey, let's pretend that you're actually inside a place in your own hometown. A place that you know well, you've visited many times. We're with your family, your friends, your dog, and we've just walked out of your house. Now, what I've done here is taken details of someone's own life and peppered that person into the story and them envisioning themselves right there in the scene, doing the things that they already do, now with the other subtle elements that I'm adding to the story to help them be the champion, be the protagonist, and become the person who's experiencing the action. And when you do this, you've started to stir emotions within inside your audience. You've started to actually unlock some of that guard that people have up for when they show up to things or listen to people. Because you're talking to them about themselves, about their lives, about their experiences, about places they love and places they visit with the people that they love. This small device of asking people to imagine and then take details from their own lives into the stories that you have. Now, you've created a space for people to be who they want to be and be who they are. And you can then guide them to the next part of the story where you can start to agitate more of those emotions and build on whatever direction you want to take them. So the first thing to rapport is understanding exactly what it is that you want people to understand, what they want to learn about, and then it's understanding how you want to make them feel. And once you understand how you want to make them feel, you then bring your stories into it and help them take their own life experience and insert that into the story. Because once they've done that, the story is their own. And you need change only the name, and the story is about you. So if you want to build rapport with your audience, make sure to think about the best ways you can have them imagine themselves in the middle of the scene of whatever story you're talking about. Think about strong ways that you can call them to recall the things that are inside their own brain and they're in their own experience that they can use in reference to the material or whatever it is that you're talking about. If you do this, you've built a connection, an emotional connection with your audience, and it's much easier to ask for anything else that you need and to help them join your tribe. I'm Steven Steers signing off for right now. Would love to hear your opinion on this and other ways that people have built great rapport with you when they're your audience. And I'll see you soon for another quick video.